What is up, traders? This is going to be a quick video just talking about the year so far and kind of wishing you guys all some positivity going into 2024. If you're new here, my name is Forrest Force. Check out all my other videos. The channel is growing fast. It went from 1,000 subs up to 4,000 or 4.4K as of me recording this in really like 2 months, which has been great to see. I've been doing this for a long time and just want to put out some thoughts on there on, again, why you should not give up. And probably the reason why you're not successful is you're just not doing it right. So a little bit of hard advice, but a little positivity mixed in there. So one, YouTube, great example of this. I put a lot of work into YouTube. Hard work is important, but it doesn't matter if you're not doing the right things. So I believe the reason my channel is starting to grow because I've gotten better at doing the right things. And I'm just doubling down on and continuing to learn how to be a better YouTuber, which is separate from being a good trader. We would like to think sometimes that the way to grow and reach people is in the way that, you know, we grow in our reach, but that's not always the case. There's a meta to YouTube. There's an expectation that people have for content or a way that the algorithm is favored, right? You can call it clickbait, you can call it whatever you want, but I'm continuing to work on that. And that's why some of my videos are taking off. The effort that I'm putting in now, though, is the culmination of all my previous efforts. So even though I was doing the wrong things for a long time, if I didn't do those wrong things for a long time, I never would have gotten to the point of figuring out how to do the right thing. So that's important. So the key there is you're not successful because you're not doing the right things, but that's okay. You're not going to figure out what the right thing is unless you do a bunch of the wrong stuff. So that's key. Same for YouTube, same for trading, same for relationships, fitness, finances, whatever it is. But you have to do stuff. That's the second point. So I took a year off of YouTube actually, and there's no way that I would be a successful YouTuber if I wasn't continuing to fail at YouTube. You have to do stuff. The only way to change your life is by doing stuff. You can't muse your way or think your way into a new existence. You know, where you live, your environment, the people you hang out with directly dictate your life. And so don't like people that you see on a daily basis, then you got to change that. If you need better friends, you got to go make better friends. If you don't like your body, you got to go and change your body. If you don't like your finances, you got to change that. And it sucks. It sucks a lot, but it's the same for everybody basically. But you can't change your life by doing nothing. And so during that year of taking YouTube off, I always wanted to do it. And so eventually I got back into it and just had to accept failing again. You just have to accept that it's going to be hard, but doing the hard work, the tedious work is really the only way to do it. And it's the same for trading, right? It's completely analogous to trading. The more tedious that you make it, or I should say the more willing that you are to do the tedious work, the more likely you'll be a successful trader. So journaling, taking time when people want you to do other shit and you just like need to like journal or just look at charts or just think. I spend a lot of time just thinking like just about my trades or setups, and it's not something that anybody else is going to get because people aren't doing these things, but you have to own entirely your own outcomes if you want to be a successful trader. It's one of the hardest skills. I'll say this before, trading is one of the hardest skills that anybody could do. And you have to realize that like most people could not be successful traders or YouTubers or whatever because they're not willing to do that work. They're not willing to even understand the work. And so it's a waste of time trying to convince other people about what it is that you want to do or need to do. You just have to want to do it and you have to do it yourself. And that's just key. It's key in every way that I've ever been successful in my life. When I was a track athlete, in work or whatever, there's always going to be forces, good and bad, trying to convince you to do things that you don't want to do or that you know aren't going to get you where you want to get. Which is why, again, leading back to the first point, you have to surround yourself with people that get it, but more so you just have to hold yourself accountable and do those things. So enjoy the tedium, enjoy the process. Don't be so outcome dependent. You have to understand and just trust, truly trust the process, almost with like a religious fervor. You have to trust everybody who is successful did the work that you're doing, and it's going to yield you that result. And there's no promise, there's no guarantee. You might die before you get it, but if you don't die, you definitely will get it, right? So there's that. And the last thing that I'll say in this short little video is happy holidays, you know, Merry Christmas, blessings to you all. If you had a rough year, that's okay. Life is long and short at the same time. It's long in that we can't possibly fathom what our life will look like in 10 years. And it's short in the fact that 4 years, 5 years goes by just like that. So don't sweat this year. Definitely don't let bad things continue to happen without addressing them. So journal, take account of everything in your life, think about it, take action on it, but make a difference in yourself. And you'll be surprised at how much progress you can make, how fast you can make it if you just do not even big things. We always talk about all these big things we got to do, but just like little things, you know, waking up 30 minutes earlier every day, giving yourself 30 minutes of personal time could be huge. That's a small thing, you know, walking a different way down the street or drinking more water. These aren't big things, but they can have an outsized impact across time on your life. So think about the small changes that you can make them. Yeah. And good luck, guys. If you need help, reach out to me. I have podcasts and other things that I do. Talk about mindset and all that. I'm a very big mindset guy, very big proponent of positivity and putting positive forces into your mind. Don't talk a lot about that now on this YouTube channel, but it is something I live and breathe. I have very little toleration for just like negativity. Not that there aren't negative forces. I deal with that shit. Cut that out. But I deal with that stuff all the time. But it just, you have to realize what the effect is. You have to think about, what is it that I want? What are the things that I can control that are going to give me what I want? And do I want to let these negative forces outweigh me getting what I want in life? And I'm a selfish person, honestly, and I want what I want. And so I don't want negative forces or things to dictate my outcomes. So I'm very much try to force myself into states of positivity, or I watch motivational videos every single day, like literally every day, even if it's just a few minutes. I just listen to people telling me I can do it, I'm gonna be successful. And if you think that doesn't make a difference, you're crazy. Every single day having a voice in your ear saying you can do it, you can be successful, versus the world's terrible, everything you eat is killing you, giving you cancer, or all the other messed up stuff that's happening in the world. That stuff is always happening, and it always will, honestly. Not in a pessimistic way. That's just society. I mean, it's not going to be fixed before you pass. And unless you are dedicating your life to being an activist and changing it, there's literally no reason for you to be upset about it. That's just my opinion. But if you're not doing anything about it, which nobody watching this is, I guarantee you're not doing anything about it. There's no reason to just be all bent out of shape about it. You're literally not helping. So you might as well focus on affecting who you can, which is number one, yourself, your friends, and your family, by being the best version of yourself that you can be. Yeah, and that's it. Anyways, let's go into 2024 with some positivity and a little bit of achievement. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me. Add me on Instagram. Join our Discord. Peace. Merry Christmas.